Ice cream blueprints get torn up. The Festival of Friendship goes sour. Emelina kinda shows up, and the women's title match ends in a shocker right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
3 words for y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Welcome, everyone, to the Raw After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. And, you know, the funny thing is, I had people asking me today on Twitter and texting me saying, well, the Elimination Chamber was pretty much a 10 out of 10, which I agree. Loved it from start to finish. How could Raw possibly follow the Elimination Chamber?
There you go.
Well, they certainly did their best, didn't they?
Yeah, how could they follow that, playa?
I don't know. They did it with multiple people getting destroyed, and then a title changing hands, and then someone we've been waiting for 17 weeks kind of showing up and then saying, nah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Just a solid trolling, and I
That
couldn't...
was...
It was good. That was good, though.
Oh, no, that got me mad.
Yeah, in a
That
good
got me
way,
real
though.
mad.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good heat.
Yeah. I mean,
good.
do I still think Raw is a bit of a jumbled mess compared to SmackDown? Absolutely do. But it was entertaining, to say the least. It was eventful, so we got that much going for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was a lot of solid moments during this Raw. That was just like, oh, you're giving me the feels. The angry feels.
I
the
think
good
they-
feels.
they gave me
the
too
tender
much.
feels.
They gave me too much.
There was a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
what
The
are we gonna
empathic
do?
feels.
What are we gonna do now? That was Fastlane.
That part of that was WrestleMania.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
it was.
I've been saying, okay, we'll get to that all.
Yes.
Anyways, introductions. Johnny Loquasto at JQuasto on the couch. She is the wrestling intern at AfterBuzz TV. She's Anissa Barr. What up, girl?
Hi, how's it going?
You got the WWE tattoo still?
Yes,
Yep.
it's actually right here.
Permanent.
There it is. Can you see that?
Wow.
Rachel just lost her mind.
Yep.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's a
It's
tattoo.
real. It's
yeah,
real.
it is.
I like wrestling, but that is a tattoo.
Yeah.
That's a commitment. Well, you have tattoos, do you not?
I don't.
Really?
No, I don't got no
Me
tattoos.
neither.
I
Yeah.
have commitment
Do you?
issues.
I'm not inked just yet, but when I do, my first one's the Triforce.
Okay, well, that's a solid
That's pretty
one.
cool. Mine
So
is gonna
three
be the
of us-
snarled lips on my thigh.
Pair of lips?
Yeah, the snarled lips. It's my.
Oh. Yeah, of course. I like
yeah.
those.
I have a tattoo.
Please keep that facial
on my thigh.
position the whole show. Anyways, the woman making the snarled lips right now, she is the creator and the host of everything on Snarled. You can go to youtube.com/snarled.
Yeah.
And she also, she's just a hell of a fun person to be around.
Right.
Find her on Twitter at Rachel Sam Evans because she's Rachel Sam Evans.
I am, or Rachel Sam Vans. Really depends on how your brain works.
That's true. Ty Matthews, it's a bummer he's not here tonight, especially with Teddy Long.
I know.
I know.
Which was broken by Fox Sports. Bam. Pretty happy about that. And
Hearing
next
the
to
full
Rachel
song.
Sam Evans, she is the host of Marvel Movie News as well as Screen Junkies News. Find her here every single week as well. Find her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty. What up, Markeia McCarty?
Oh, all the goodness.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this Raw.
Yes.
I was happy for this Raw. This was a good Raw.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
was a good Raw.
a lot of it was surprising. Like, let's just get, the Bailey thing. I thought maybe WrestleMania. Didn't think February 13th.
Yeah, no, I didn't think the day before Valentine's Day. Happy
No.
almost Valentine's Day, Johnny.
Yeah, I
Surrounded
mean,
by ladies.
Just a
Right.
good time as ever.
This is as
for
close as
Bailey.
I'm going to get to a Valentine's Day. So thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good day. So wow. All right. I want to jump right to the main event, but that's not how the game
this works.
No.
That's not how any
And
of that works.
We got a lot to talk about.
We
We
do.
do. So let's just jump into it. Raw starts off in Vegas, of course, the town where random things do tend to happen. Stephanie McMahon hits the ring and she says, I gave Mick Foley the night off. He wasn't really himself last week. He wasn't on his best behavior with Samoa Joe, so he's gone trying out new suits. Well, she doesn't say much. Roman Reigns hits the ring, much to the joy of everyone in Vegas. And he says, I want Braun Strowman. I want him now. And she says, no, I'm not going to give you Braun Strowman right now. Maybe your brain's a little knocked around too much from last week. Well, luckily, Gallows and Anderson try to save the day. They said, look, you shouldn't be disrespected anymore, Stephanie. Let's take care of Roman Reigns. How about a handicap match tonight? And Steph's like, yeah, Club versus Reigns.
Yeah. I like that we even got a bit of dancing Stephanie down the ramp. She
Why
was
not?
feeling it tonight.
Well, she was a lady on her own. She was feeling her own groove.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's for Teddy. dancing down for Teddy,
I know.
which is a beautiful thing. So that's going to be a match a little bit later on in the show. But actually, no, I'm wrong. That happened right there.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson.
No, they jumped into it.
They jumped right into it, and it basically was a quick no contest. Essentially, was it not?
Well, they just kind of at the end, they were like, all right, we're scared of the chair. We're scared of the chair that we brought into the ring, so we're just gonna go.
Yeah, I was driving while watching, so I was trying to like keep track. To me, it just seemed like a no contest, right? No?
Yeah, I mean, it was all. Yes, it was all.
Was
but
there a
no-
pin? I don't believe I saw a pin.
I don't remember a pin.
I don't remember a pen.
Right.
I
Did
remember
a pen happen?
I didn't get to see this part because
And yeah,
I think
chat room,
it's-
thank you. I love this scarf. And yes, I will be talking about my rage with Emelina. Oh my
Okay.
God.
And I'll counter that
Me,
with,
yeah.
with tepid feelings.
And I'll counter it with.
I'm fine about it.
And
Okay.
I'll counter it with adoration. I love what happened.
Yeah,
and
but
I was
yeah, I didn't see.
confused. So
I just poured water down
I think
my shirt.
we covered the
Good.
gamut then. We did that.
We will.
Yeah, but there wasn't a pen from what I saw.
Okay.
There was just a desertion. Maybe.
By the way, my Wi-Fi here struggling big time. So if you're not responding on chat roll, that's why. Second week in a row, we're just not having it work, which is unfortunate. What are you
Well,
gonna do?
I have a phone and it's working great.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Yeah, if you want next time, I'll make mine into a mobile hotspot for you.
Oh, what
Well,
is
that's
that?
fancy.
That's
I
a
can
fancy
do
thing
that.
to
Fun
do.
dad likes that idea. A
You are
hot
fun,
spot.
Dad.
Yeah, and
I've
you know
never
what
had
that
one.
means.
Never
so it's
seen one of
good.
those before.
Oh, fun dad.
I'm all set. I do love Gallows and Anderson, and I would like to see them get a nice run.
I
with
love
the
that.
Besides being tag team champions?
No, I'm saying I want
like a-
keep them, keep the titles,
Okay. Keep
but
the
get into
titles.
like
Run.
I love just everything about them. I just want to see them go full on Gallows and Anderson the way that they were in New Japan. That's all.
Well, you're not going to see that.
Probably not.
You're just not going to see that.
Well,
I
I
mean,
said
they're not
probably
allowed.
not.
They're not allowed to do the kind of stuff that they
Sure.
did in Japan. And also, all I'm asking for is to see the Gallows and Anderson that we see at house shows, like not at live events,
There you
at
go.
house shows, because they are so entertaining.
Yes.
And so funny. The last house show that was in Los Angeles, Anderson was in the corner, and I think it was Cesaro was running in to give him an uppercut, and he just stood in the corner and screamed like this. And I was like, you're a genius. Like, he's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He is.
Great.
And they just don't let him do that.
I mean, he's been funny for. He has that character he does called Good Brother, where like he just drops into that Southern accent. and
Yeah.
just- I mean,
Hey,
it's
good brother.
yeah, everything he does.
Oh, speaking of which.
Hey, that's Jimbo in the
Jimbo.
booth, everybody. What up, Jay?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so that does happen. No contest. They beat up Reigns. Of course, he beats them back. Bada boom.
Yeah.
Speaking of tag teams, New Day hits the ring. They have the ice cream blueprints.
Oh man, we were speculating about this last week.
I thought they were gonna say ice cream bars. They didn't.
No, ice cream. Well, it's just ice cream blueprints. It could be ice cream bars.
Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I was surprised to see Bo Dallas in the ring though, to go up against Kofi Kingston.
thank
I was so
goodness
surprised.
gracious.
I think it just got to the point where they were just, they were just gonna let him fade into the background since they won't do what I want to happen, where IRS comes out and becomes his manager.
Oh,
That's what I want to happen. That's not apparently not
I
going
want him
to
to be in the
happen.
Wyatt family. I know
Well,
that would be a
since he
brand
is.
stretch. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they would be, honestly, like,
my God.
I want to believe inside of that cult
Oof.
environment.
Oof.
The
Dude,
compound.
make it happen, guys.
Yeah.
He's
That'd be
so good.
gorgeous.
Bo is so good, and they won't just do something.
he ripped
It's
up the
like-
blueprints.
Yeah,
that's very
and,
mean.
oh my God, the audience loved it. In that, oh my God, why did you?
Yeah.
And I love Xavier's face when he's holding the two halves of the ice cream blueprints. He's like,
Yeah.
no.
It was the same
like Darth
reaction.
Vader-esque.
It was the same time. The first time Francesca got destroyed, it was the same reaction,
Yeah.
Yes.
and he really sold it quite well.
I mean, he is a passionate person.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
That is a fact.
Whether it be
Oh.
for trombones or for blueprints.
I know he's passionate. He got very upset at me about 6 weeks ago, due to something that I said on Fox Sports.
I know.
Oh,
Word
was
got
it
back to him.
regarding video games?
No, I just said that it would be better if New Day lost the titles before breaking the record, and because I said, I just thought it would give them a refreshing, and he took umbrage to it, as did Kofi. So
Kofi got angry at you.
they
That's
both
that's a That's a feat, Johnny.
It was fun. Yeah, I know. Biggie probably had no idea any of it happened.
Yes,
but
that's yes, accurate.
that's absolutely correct. He's
Yes.
just, he's Biggie.
Yeah.
So
You'll
Kofi,
talk about something?
yeah, Kofi hits the SOS for the win on Bo. But yeah, I mean, we see Bo. He's kind of all the social outcasts. You got Heath on SmackDown. You got Adam Rose's Kaputs. Who else was in?
Well, he's got a new thing now, just not,
Curtis Axel.
He was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I have not
what's he
seen
up to now?
him.
in a little bit.
So yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see Bo do something.
Yeah, the final social outcast.
Really?
The final one.
They called him on it too.
Yeah, they did. I loved that. It gave me a giggle.
So you're a big Bo fan.
I believe.
So you're talking.
I am.
You're saying you're Screaming Wyatt family.
I'm deep cut Bo fan.
Yeah.
And anything to see more of him, I'm down for.
Okay.
I don't care what it is. I don't care. Give me that good Bo, give me that bad Bo. I don't care.
Make it a bad Bo. Have his dad have IRS come out and just be his manager. Can we just we just have that? Just one time.
Is
Can
he
I just
gonna
have
be an
that one
accountant
time?
or what's he gonna be? I mean,
I want 9-year-old me wants that. No, he doesn't have to be an accountant. He just has to be evil. The IRS, they infect everything and everybody. They're horrible.
Did you see the girl dressed up like IRS in the front row of Chamber last night?
No.
You need to be watching for stuff like that.
wow.
Oh.
I watched it at like 2 a.m, so I was.
I like that
gotta do a
instruction.
rewatch.
Need to be watching for stuff like that.
Right. You better
Okay.
watch that.
And we call this
audience.
segment "Lessons from Jimbo." Every Monday night.
Thank you,
Okay.
Bobo.
Next up, Neville and Jack
Also,
Gallagher.
Axel's on Raw. I was
Axel's on
wrong.
Raw. Oh, wow.
Oh,
We
there you
have
go.
not seen him in a piece.
Been a little bit.
Jack Gallagher.
Yep.
Yes.
Neville also.
Also a big yes.
Yes, backstage. Gallagher comes into frame and essentially calls him a bloody pelican. I'm believing.
Pellic.
I thought he said pelican.
He said pellic, which is a British term for like a D bag.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought he said bloody pelican. I thought
Pellic.
pelican.
He didn't call him a bird, Johnny.
I thought he said. I thought maybe pelican.
You know why you think that? Because you're a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
Damn it! I could have swore he said pelican. That's what,
Pellic.
when you're driving and watching, you
Right.
miss words.
Don't do it.
Well, I have no choice. I'm driving 90 minutes to get here on Mondays now, so hey, I got to try and catch up.
Hey.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Well,
why
and
I
also-
love when I get shit in the chat roll like, "What's still starting late?" Because it drives a 90-minute drive to get here, guys. Calm down.
If you live in LA, nobody would be yelling at you.
Yeah, I know.
You would understand.
They'd get it.
And I'm sure I wish I could be on chat roll right now,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
can't be.
What do you think?
Well, I didn't get to see the chance
Oh.
of this episode because I was doing.
You were doing
I was,
intern
I was,
stuff.
I was doing intern stuff. I was
Yes.
doing an
Yeah.
article.
Well, I know you saw
There you
some of it.
go.
Towards the end, you got to see, so we'll
Yeah,
all just
okay.
jump in on that.
Yes.
But yeah, so Jack Gallagher calls him a bloody pellic, and I just love everything these two are doing. Of course, he's the #1 contender, and then it leads right into his match with Noam Dar, who Noam Dar's also been crushing it.
Yeah.
So good.
Him and Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
Such a babe.
She is.
She's a babe, and she's
a
funny.
decent person, a decent human
Yes.
being too. She's an
She's
awesome person.
A great conversation, always delightful to be around, and she's one of the longest tenured people you'll see in the company, like a decade now or
Yeah,
something.
she's super funny.
It's crazy.
And she doesn't look it.
No.
Nope.
All the cruiserweights are killing it right now.
That's the thing is I want
know.
205 Live to be so popular because and then Aries is crushing it on commentary.
I like. Never mind. I was gonna say something controversial. I like him more on commentary than I do in the ring. Oh,
Is
You
that
could say that.
controversial?
I
You
know
can
it
say
is
that.
because
He'll
everybody.
prove
yes.
you wrong when
I
he
know,
comes
no.
back.
No. I know how good he is,
Yes.
and whenever I see him, I'm like, yes, technically, a masterpiece. I just don't have that much fun watching him. But
Okay.
Your opinion.
it is my opinion. But him on commentary is like, but then again, I'm a character dude. Like my favorite growing up was always McFoley. Like I like
yeah.
Richard Swan. Like I'm into that. Like blah 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 blah. So
Wait,
obviously,
Rich Swann is barely a character.
okay, he comes out like dancing.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
it.
But goofy guys. Like I like comedy guys.
So did you love
So you should-
primetime players maybe?
Yes.
Or-
Well, I
'cause
did
they're
like primetime players.
So
I
that's
love
why
the
you
New
like
Day.
Aries on commentary.
Right.
I really like
Yeah.
Aries on
No,
commentary.
you don't like Titus O'Neil.
You're right, but I
Well,
was
she
trying to be
liked-
nice for
she
once
liked
in
the-
my life.
She liked
Okay.
the package deal.
I do. I like the idea of
package
it.
deal of
Titus
that.
Brand. She likes the brand, maybe.
I like the Titus idea.
I like how both of you are egging her on right now.
I'm
like,
trying-
Titus.
I'm just
Trying
saying,
to be nice.
when Aries comes back to hit the ring, I'm looking forward to seeing maybe it leading to something with Neville. But yeah, he's been crushing on commentary,
Yeah.
which is making the fans want to see him more.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about it.
It is making me want to. It is making me understand his gimmick more, which I think was what I was having trouble with.
He's a wise ass. He at his
I know,
core,
and to
he's
me-
best
Yeah.
when he's a wise ass.
To me, whenever I see that in the ring, I'm like, okay, like great, you're good, okay. But that's,
Yeah, I love that they're giving a lot of props to 205
Yes.
on Raw now.
More than
Like
ever.
this, it was this full segment. Got to see Gentleman Jack, spitting some on the mic, so that's cool. And then we go right into the match.
That's right.
No, that's very good. It was easy, it was smooth, and it worked.
And it was a fun match, and of course Jack with the headbutt where he knocks everybody out, including himself, followed by the corner drop kick for the win. I do enjoy that combination of moves. It's just interesting how he hits the headbutt and he recovers so fast. We're like, oh wait, I gotta run and drop kick someone now. Okay, got it.
And there it goes. And I'm surprised Alicia did not involve herself at all in the match.
Just
Not at all.
Trusting her man.
Well, that trust was misplaced.
and also like
'Cause he
who's her man?
lost.
I mean,
Because he lost.
Yeah, you did.
Well, no, Noam Dar is.
well, I mean,
Oh, real quick, my improv show that I did this past weekend, Del Close Fist, I came out as Titus, and I thought of you the entire time while I was doing "Ora, ora, ora."
oh man,
It was great. The audience
Speedos?
loved it.
I do that all the
just
time.
a Speedo and boots?
Yes,
That's all you wore?
that's all I wore.
love it.
Oh God, no!
I
It
do
was an improv show.
Okay.
I do the Titus crown all the time.
That's it. Is that on Snarled? Every week on Snarled. I'm going to give you so many Snarled plugs this week, you will be shocked.
They're gonna
the
hate
Snarl
it.
folks.
It's going to be
They're
phenomenal.
gonna hate. It's for girls.
Yeah.
It's for people, okay?
Yeah, I just talk about like Satan and serial killers. So
If you want to learn about
Okay.
things, and that's why it's for girls,
yeah,
way to sell it for girls. It's about Satan and serial killers.
I'm a
for
girl.
women.
I'm a girl.
Is that like 51% of the population?
Yes.
It's the majority.
Yeah, but
Ladies love Satan. Get with it.
moving on.
Okay.
Triple H and Samoa Joe arrive
Oh, yes.
at the arena, and then we go to commercial
yes.
because Emelina, the long-awaited, anticipated debut, is coming up next. We come back from commercial.
Oh, dear God.
We see the glitter falling from the sky.
Gold.
The golden glitter falling from the sky. The elegant music hits.
Right.
The Titantron is all aglow.
Yep.
And Emelina graces us with her presence. And she says, you've been waiting 17 weeks to see me.
17 weeks.
17 weeks for the makeover from Emma to Emelina.
And she looked great.
So
She
good.
did.
She looked good.
Well, guess what? Now we're going to
It's a
see...
great like glitter dress and like partly see-through. It was very well.
It's classy.
It's very well placed.
Well, now we're going to see the makeover back from Emelina to Emma. And she gives the snarled lips, and she leaves.
What the hell? No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
This got me so angry.
Loved it.
That's like the
It's like, no.
Loved it.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
17 weeks. I didn't even realize it was 17 weeks until she said it was 17 weeks, which means it was probably like 20 weeks.
Loved it.
It's like, no, how do you, that's what? How do
Yes.
you do that?
It
It's
was
like the.
great.
That was not a thing that should have been done.
She
It's like the
trolled everybody.
Yeah, it's like the WWE version of a Rickroll. She like
Yeah.
came out there and was like, "You thought you were gonna get something good, but I am gone," and I loved it. I was like, "Good, I don't want this."
Yeah, I absolutely.
No.
It's wonderful. Now
No,
she can go
it's-
back to being the awesome Emma she was before.
Okay, which Emma? Are we talking about bad Emma? Are we talking about bubble Emma?
Police force Emma with the cool
Oh,
glasses.
So bad Emma.
That's what you want
Before she got hurt, she was killing it in that.
with the
This
aviators.
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
They might as well have done nothing at all and have just like kept it going on instead of just doing this. I was just like, I wanted to break something.
I understand because it's frustrating to
It
get
was
played.
frustrating. No, I see what you're trying to do.
It's
I see what
frustrating
you're
when
saying.
somebody just gets you like that.
No, it was just because there was all this build up and then it just went away for a while. And then it's like, okay, great. So this is going to happen next week. Okay, great. It's going to happen next. And then it's like, we get 2 sentences and then she struts off and I'm like,
Yeah.
what
all
the
got worked.
crap?
We all, even the smartest ones, we all got worked, and I love it.
I can't wait to see what she does next.
Yes.
I mean, that makes me want to see more.
I don't care anymore. She broke me.
What do you think Emmeline was going to be?
She broke me.
What did you think she was going to be? An equestrian prom queen? Like
Yes.
what?
No,
I
I hoped. Okay, what I hoped for is that I hoped. Okay, so they were going this like sexy image with everything, but we know that she's a very strong wrestler in the ring, and you know she can do some mic work, so that's great. I kind of wanted them to go the superhero route with it, and I've said this before. You know, like a Captain Marvel type of a thing. They could have gone They could have gone a more what?
It's impossible
like a
to play
Molly Holly type of thing.
like Hurricane Helms. Or are you talking like?
No,
We're all
continue.
just saying
Because they were tongue-in-cheek superheroes. Like Molly and Hurricane were tongue-in-cheek superheroes.
But she could get away with it because we had Bubble Emma before, and let's be honest, with Bubble Emma, I know that wasn't her name, but you know what I mean when I say Bubble Emma.
No, you're
Bubble
right.
Emma,
Yeah,
Bubble
you're
Emma,
right.
with her and Santino when they had like that whole dinner date thing.
and
You
that was,
remember?
it didn't work.
That was like
It didn't work
But
at
I'm
all.
saying you take a piece of that Emma, and then you have Emelina wrapped up in it, and then you've got yourself like a Captain Marvel or Captain Marvel tongue-in-cheek kind of a thing, and that
I think
could
it's an
work.
option. Jimbo, can we get chat roll up here just so we can try to see it on the screen? Because I'd love to know what people's thoughts are.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are saying
I'm just going off.
Emelina was going to do the Eva Marie. I don't know what that means.
Not show up and claim she's hurt.
Oh,
just
I thought
disappear.
that meant like dye your hair brown and then take WWE out of your Twitter handle.
Oh, okay, apparently I'm scaring people.
You didn't see that?
Why would I see that? I
She
barely have time to go
She
on Twitter.
took on her Twitter bio. She took all WWE mention out of her Twitter bio and her handle, and she changed her name from Eva Marie back to her name.
Okay.
Oh, well then that's foreshadowing.
And she dyed her hair brown, black.
Well, apparently someone had a bit of a falling out.
I mean,
I
she
guess I did go
looks
Dark
really
Phoenix,
good.
guys.
though.
No, she
Looks
always
good,
does.
but I'm just glad. I really hope she doesn't come.
Oh, I don't
the
care.
WWE.
I don't
just
care
don't
if like she's a bad wrestler. I'm down with a bad wrestler.
I mean, look, she
If that's your gimmick, like I'm down with that.
she elicits reactions, but I mean, they didn't say anything publicly, right?
No.
No.
Okay then.
No, it's just her Twitter. It's a big thing though.
Okie dokie. I mean, that's what happened with Wade Barrett before he left. Went back to Stu Bennett, so
Kangi.
Yeah.
who knows? But yes, Emelina, draw the reactions, chat roll, let us know what you think.
They said I went Dark Phoenix. And
Okay.
that I think it was Zeno Hour that
I
says,
thought it was fantastic. Short, quick, to the point, and leaves more questions than answers. That's when I love wrestling, when we have more questions than answers. If we have all the answers, I don't want to watch. I want questions.
I feel you, dog.
Yes.
I feel
Bailey.
you deeply.
Bailey gets interviewed backstage, and long story short, she's going to achieve her dream tonight. And I'll be honest, a lot of people probably didn't think she would.
She said
didn't.
she said achieve my dream 3 times in I think 1.5 sentences.
Yeah.
Achieve my dream.
Well, it's a mantra. You say it over and over again.
Oh.
and then you make it into a sigil.
I'm not-
Have you heard of sigils?
sigils?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm
Would
not
you like
si-
to talk about sigils right now? Okay. I would love to talk about
Please,
sigils.
I don't know what
No,
the hell it is.
she's like the person about sigils.
If you need something in your life, just let me know and I will
I think
bring
you
it to life for you.
told me about these before.
I will manifest it for you.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
You manifest an ice
I
cream
keep
bar?
on meaning to get you to make one for me.
I would love to make you a sigil. That would really make me happy. This is a sigil.
I think you told me about these last time. Maybe in the past.
Probably.
And I got confused like I am right now.
Yeah. You would hate it.
Fun, Dad. All right. No, I want to learn more.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, they're backstage, and Chris is excited for the Festival of Friendship. Well, Triple H shows up, and shake hands. They say hello, pleasantries, if you will. And Triple H says, "Hey, Kev, can I talk to you alone?" Jericho's like, "Yeah, man, I gotta get this festival going."
Yeah. I loved how he was saying friendship in different languages. That was so sweet.
It was very
adorbs.
sweet.
Yeah.
Big time adorbs.
It was just like, oh, I used to be you in relationships, but no longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, in relationships?
Yeah.
Like optimistic?
Yeah.
God, when did that die? Like years ago?
What, optimism in relationships?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been in one in 7 years, but I think it's important to be optimistic.
Oh,
Oh my
that's nice
God,
of
we're
you.
so cynical and bitter right now.
I know. I feel good about it. You live in that cynicism, and then everything becomes lovely and bright around you.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm happy all the time.
Snarled every single week.
Day.
All right.
Even.
Braun Strowman defeats Mark Henry with the power slam, which is a pretty impressive thing to do because Mark Henry.
Whoa, that one got me.
See, it's
Nicely
weird because
done, Jimbo.
I only hear out of my left ear in my headset right now, so the left side of my brain is now brawned.
I have mine up too high then.
Oh,
Mine's perfect.
Ooh,
that was
a bit of a.
that scares
okay.
me when I'm expecting it.
Yeah.
All right.
God.
I'm just gonna
Gets
turn
me
mine down.
every time.
I love it.
So Braun gets him with the power slam. Roman Reigns charges 2 Superman punches for his pleasure, but Strowman takes control and a power slam to Reigns. That's 2 weeks in a row. Braun on top, and I'm digging it. I actually would have loved it if Roman backed away in fear. That would have done more for me than Roman actually charging for 2 Superman punches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And even if those Superman punches land, but they don't take Strowman down.
I think it would have been interesting to see Roman back away and show some vulnerability for the first time ever.
Ooh. Nice point, Johnny.
Oh, interesting.
And some fear. I mean, he kicks out of everything. Has been pointed out by many of our fans.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
So-
I actually enjoy that. I like that.
You know, if he would have thought to
would've
himself,
worked.
like, okay, last week I got beat up. I'm not 100%. Live to fight another day.
Kind of like how Seth Rollins would do, where it's like he'll run down and be like, "Okay, no, I'm next week,
Yeah.
buddy." You know, that actually would have been really nice. Something that I really enjoyed about the Braun Mark Henry match was when he kept on knocking him down, and you know Henry's on the ground for a second, he get back up, and I'm like, I'll sit down and try to tie my shoes, and then I'll just stay there for a second. Because it's like, and I'm like 100 something, and he's like 3 of me, and he's popping right back up to get knocked down again.
I'm telling you.
That athleticism.
not an easy thing
and
to do.
he is an old man too.
Mark
Yeah,
Henry is
he's seasoned.
He is on the other
He's
half of
definitely
40.
seasoned.
He
And
certainly is.
Braun doesn't look it, but he's a sprightly young boy.
I don't know how old Braun is because it's
He's
impossible.
he's a young boy.
What were we talking like?
Talking like early
Okay,
20s.
anybody who has nipple piercings is a young boy. I don't care what your I don't
That
care what
is-
your
that
age
is not
is.
Didn't know he had
true.
those.
What? It's my favorite thing about him.
Did you?
Well, I don't know. Why would I know that?
Did you? Could you like see it through the?
Oh, I've seen so many pictures of it.
Okay.
I seek them out. I think it's so funny and great.
Of Braun.
Yes.
Snarled every week on YouTube. Oh man.
No, he's great. I've really had a renaissance. I've had a Braun-essence.
Oh.
Okay.
I have, because at first I was like, ew,
Stromassance.
get him out of there. I don't like him. And when he was out of the Wyatt family, I thought he was just, I didn't understand his thing. And then they started to push him as like the big man, and I was like, okay, I understand what you're doing, but I don't get it. And now they finally just let him be as mean as he wants to be.
I'm digging Braun big time, man. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see. I'm excited for this match with Fastlane. What about you, Anissa?
No, I know. I'm finally want to see this match, and I'm wondering. Like I said last week, I want to see DQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to see DQ.
To keep it going?
No, yeah, why not?
Wait, like you want to see somebody have a disqualification, or
Well, I mean, or you could do a false count anywhere, like.
oh, you want to see a no DQ
a
match?
no DQ
Yeah,
Like
match.
sorry.
the
Okay.
stipulation is that.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
sure.
good. I'd like a no falls anywhere. That would work for me.
Or
Him
false
and-
count anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, false count anywhere.
Most likely false
No, I know
count.
what you
Let's just say tuxedo match.
Yeah. I like to see a hair match. A hair match with Braun, and they just shave half of his head more than it already is. Oh, I love it.
How about if they target beards? They target beards.
That sounds like a
that
weird
would
dream I've
be-
had.
That's more like
That
a
would be hard.
Wyatt thing.
Great comment from AJ0314. Braun's around 31. It said so on his Tinder. Well,
Well,
That's true. His Tinder is him.
McLovin and
like
Monsieur
this.
Melancholy say he's 33.
either way, that's fine.
Whatever. That's a beautiful age.
That's a
And
young age.
Montserrat, you're old.
his Tinder picture is him going like this.
You've seen it?
Of course I have.
God.
He's in the grotto at the Playboy Mansion going like this.
She's had a Braun renaissance.
I've had a
Was it?
Braun-essence.
I don't think it ever ended, did it?
I'm knee deep in the Braun-essence right now.
There we go.
You certainly are.
I want a beard match. We'll just say that.
I'm not.
I want a beard match.
I want to make it very clear, because I know people are going to come at me about this. I'm not attracted to Braun.
Sure.
I just am like,
You're fascinated by him.
I'm fascinated.
like Great Khali. He's a fascinating man.
right.
Yeah, or
like
like
Rikishi.
you know, Jupiter. You're fascinated by Jupiter. You don't
Exactly.
want to live there.
Yeah.
I would listen to
Is
Neil
Pluto a
deGrasse Tyson
planet? Who
talk.
knows?
I don't want to sleep with him.
Right.
Right.
We weren't going there. That's fine.
Well, I'm reading.
Oh, chat roll can say whatever they like. They're going to say things.
I know they
Yeah.
are.
They like to say
But just
things.
because I like somebody's nipples doesn't mean.
Okay, so what other parts of Raw?
Anyways, what I was trying to get at, I'd rather see
Yeah.
Strowman and Reigns at WrestleMania than Reigns and Undertaker at WrestleMania. Am I alone in that?
Oh, okay. Well, I want Undertaker no matter what. I mean,
Sure,
and if
I
they're
just
going to
don't
do
want-
Undertaker at this point, they haven't really built it up with anything else
Yeah.
between now and WrestleMania. So therefore, or it would be Reigns and Undertaker.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh,
I
no.
mean, they could do both.
I'd rather not.
No.
Imagine if that's who he passes the torch to.
Please
Don't.
Don't ruin my childhood.
I want them to pass it to Bray Wyatt, and I've said this before.
I could see that.
You know, I mean, they had the opportunity to right after he was beat by he was beat by Lesnar, and then they just kind of tossed it away. And they had built up all of this stuff with Bray Wyatt, where he could have been like Prince of Darkness.
Don't forget, Bray's already lost to Taker at WrestleMania. It was not a memorable one either. It was just rather quick.
Yeah.
You know, but now Bray's the new WWE champion in SmackDown, so we're gonna have Orton Bray, which is great.
Yeah, that'd be a good bill.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Reigns and Taker. Obviously, we don't see any signs of it yet.
Or
Are we gonna have any
kinda.
Rusev tweets?
I did get to the Rusev Twitter page, so I think we might be able to pull it off.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
yay.
We'll get to it, faux show.
I mean, I know I talk about Finn Balor a lot because he's my guy, but that'd be really cool if he gone Finn Balor versus Undertaker, the Demon King versus the
Yeah.
Dead Man. I would see that. I wouldn't mind it.
I mean he's
it's
not
way
much
too-
smaller than
it's-
Shawn Michaels.
I know, but it's way too soon for that. Like,
It's just
because
so
Undertaker's
small.
Yeah, but how
he's
many?
a small
such a
man.
little guy.
He's
how
a small
many
man.
times are we gonna see Undertaker? He's
Well, no,
slowly
this
gonna
is
retire
it. This
soon.
is it. I
Mm-hmm.
says, this is it.
done.
And if this is it, and
I'm
it
gonna
is
cry.
Roman Reigns, okay, because that's the world we live in, and that's okay,
Mm-hmm.
right, guys?
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
No.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
you
either
take
gonna
what
be
you're
Reigns or
given.
It's gonna be Cena.
Did you just see the deadpan Jim from The Office face I gave you? No.
Yeah. So yeah. However it works out, if this is our last one with
I mean,
Undertaker, then
don't forget,
you
if
know,
Cena's out of the title picture now, he's going to have to do something at WrestleMania. So
Well, yeah.
Cena
There you
Taker,
go.
I'd be into. Reigns Taker, no.
Cena Taker, I am fine with.
That's not really passing the torch to anyone, per se.
No,
'cause-
it's
because
not.
it's because Cena's got a whole lot of torches.
The
Yeah.
torch has been passed to Lesnar, even though it was the wrong decision. There's no getting that back.
Yeah, but there's a very rich WWE history of retiring to the person that you put your stake in. And if Undertaker is such a company man that he is saying, okay, Roman Reigns, then that's what it is, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys.
Well, Sheamus and Cesaro backstage getting Bayley ready for the big fight. Cass and Enzo approach. Obviously, they're mad about last week because, Cass got them disqualified.
Yeah.
They set up a match coming up tonight. Pretty simple.
Enzo's just got a big old mouth.
Got a big old mouth.
Yes, he sure does.
Yeah.
I love it. It's entertaining.
That mouth writes checks his ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we will.
I mean, I still enjoy him. I enjoy him, and I love how much fun it seems like other wrestlers have beating him up.
Yeah.
So I still enjoy that.
He's gonna get his butt hurt one of these days.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he stays safe. He's already been hurt pretty bad once before, but he's got a long career as a manager and a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
After he leaves the ring, so
Oh, yeah.
he's just setting himself up for that, which is phenomenal because there need to be more managers out there. I miss having them.
I know. Where's Heyman?
I mean, not even so much. Heyman's a legend, of course, but I'm talking like there used to be 3-4 active managers all the time.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you just have Heyman, just Lesnar. That's it. And there's Lana, yeah. Maurice, yeah.
They're pretty good.
No, but they're not like the classic.
They're not Vicky.
No, they're both wives. They're not. They're wives of the wrestlers.
They're not like
They're not like.
Sherry.
Yeah, but what if
Yeah.
Lana that's the thing. What if Lana pulled a Vicky Guerrero and
I would love it.
I would like that too.
If
Or
Lana got more
Maurice or
involved,
something.
but Lana never helps Rusev ringside. And,
No, she
Yeah,
yells
not
a lot
anymore.
You know, and
I want her
Maurice
to have
kind
more
of does.
mic time, and
I wanna have more
they kind
ring
of don't do that.
time.
But just the classic managers, whether they're female or male, I'd love to see more of them because there's great people out there that can talk and that can be articulate and that can help put someone over. I'd love to see that happen. Michael Cole sits down with Samoa Joe. The main message here is that everyone's going to learn why the Creator has unleashed the Destroyer. I love this interview. Samoa Joe is just one of the best. I sat next to him at WrestleMania Radio Row last year, and we interviewed a lot of people. He was by far the most intimidating. Like,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I could see that.
that entire time, at any second, I was afraid of upsetting him. Like
Nice.
at one point, he's from Huntington Beach, so I remember asking him, I go, what's your favorite restaurant in Huntington Beach? He goes, oh, let me think about that. I go, Duke's, right? He goes, no, man. I was like, sorry. I like Duke's. I don't want to upset you. Like, he's so scary.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No, he was.
You feel the scary, like, it just goes off him onto you.
Yeah.
He's that intimidating.
It just lives on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I loved this interview. It was just like, and then I was just like, oh my God, Samoa Joe, is he a tree? Because he's throwing all that shade.
Yes, he's shady.
It's just like, oh my God. I mean, he was trouting out all the names and what he had to say about Sami Zayn. I was like, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's a shady tree.
Yeah, he's just coming, full barrels blasting at everybody, and I'm loving this. I'm for this. I'm here for this.
I like that it's a continuation of his NXT.
No doubt.
Because he went out ablaze and he came in ablaze.
I mean, it's essentially a continuation of what Joe has done for years. He's had different, versions of Samoa Joe, but he's always been the dude when that music hits, you're like, oh boy, someone's gonna go down.
That music too is
gorgeous.
So good.
It's perfect
It
for
is
the
so
Destroyer.
good.
To be honest, kind of dig his old music a little bit better. They're both very close.
They're very close.
But I kind of like his old music a little bit better.
Oh, I love
like
this.
NXT?
No, I'm talking
Like early?
before
like
he arrived in WWE.
Oh, I was
Okay.
I think it's the same music.
No.
Maybe
not
Jimbo
quite.
can
Similar
find
intro,
that for
but
us.
it's actually a hip hop song that had lyrics in it.
Simon Says?
It's pretty good. No, I love Simon. I
It
love
sounds just like Simon Says. This is new stuff.
Look, Pharaoh Monk's one of my favorite rappers of all time.
I love
me
that
some
you
Pharoah
just
Monk.
said that.
He's a genius.
Johnny, I love that about you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Snarled every week on YouTube. Next up, Sami Zayn taking on Handsome Rusev. This was a physical match. Rusev still wearing the mask, and I love not only how physical it was, how Rusev was in control for much of it, but I love how the match ended. Rusev was just simply getting back in the ring, and Sami, like any smart athlete would, took full advantage, knocked the haluva kick on his face before he even got back in the ring. Rusev fell down. Big win for Sami.
Ruru.
I loved how Rusev, he was using those high kicks. It's like I almost forgot that this man has some leg extension that just cannot be reckoned with.
And he loves his legs.
Did you?
It was leg day today.
As he should. Did you see his no-sell in the corner when Zayn chopped him and then he just stood there and was like, what?
How about when his face gear got like knocked off and then was it just me, but did it kind of look like his nose was slightly out of place after that got knocked off, or was that just me? I didn't do a pause on that.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
But
remember
I was
that.
just like, ooh.
I mean, his nose is broken.
Yeah, but I mean, they reset it. It seemed like it was.
That's what you have to do sometimes.
I've reset my nose 6 times, and it is horrifying.
You're kidding me.
No.
Why?
Because I used to box.
That's with who?
Nice.
A lot of people.
But you realize you could train with a trainer and they won't hit you in the face.
That not where I trained. They hit you right in the face a bunch. To
Wow.
get,
Are you
so
sure
you get
that
used to it.
Are you sure you're supposed to talk about this club?
Oh no, that's the first and second rule. Is that I'm not supposed to talk about it. So we shouldn't talk about it.
Well, we can talk about his Rusev tweets.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the best, and we got a great one from this past week if we happen to have that Rusev music. Yes. This is after Naomi won the SmackDown Women's title. Congrats to Naomi, WWE. She won. If you can change, then she can change, then we can all change. Rocky IV style.
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
He ain't wrong.
No,
He
ain't wrong.
isn't.
I also love the fact that he gives a lot of love to really funny sports radio host Ben Maller. He does a late night show in LA, and I like him too. And so Rusev always tweets about him. Had a couple there. And let's see what else we got. Nope, hasn't tweeted a lot.
Like lately.
Somebody said something about something. Oh, that's not helpful.
Okay, Jesus in the chat room says that he saw it.
Yeah,
with, like,
about the nose.
About
Yeah,
the
I saw that.
nose. Oof.
Hey, he's the Bulgarian brute. You gotta wrestle with a broken nose, you know?
There you go.
That's why we don't do it.
He tweeted something about Naomi, I think. Or
Besides
was it
the one-
Alicia?
The one I just
No,
read.
no,
one I
no,
just
no, not that. He tweeted something about.
He tweeted about Fiddler on the Roof. Wow, what a movie. Great music, just fantastic. Highly recommended.
I'm in love with him.
I love that he's watching Fiddler on the Roof.
And it's closed caption, the
Why wouldn't
screenshot
he?
he took, that says, Yubby, dibby, 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 dum.
If I was a rich man. I was in that play.
Good for you. Never seen it, but I know it's a good
If
one.
I was a bitty bitty rich. Okay.
There you go.
My
Anyways,
people.
Sammy gets interviewed afterwards. I really love what he had to say. And he said, I heard what Samoa Joe mentioned about me. And you know what? Joe is right. He's nothing like me. He's like, I'm going to use this win with momentum. I'm going to keep moving forward. Then Joe just beats the holy hell out of him.
Yes, he does.
Just gets the
I was
sleeves
here
rolled
for
up.
that. It was because you expected it, but you didn't, even though it happened.
Yeah, business formal.
Man, it's
Well,
like
I knew he was gonna come from the side, so I'm just like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting.
I didn't know, even though I was bound to happen. I still didn't know.
yeah, and then he was just there,
I was right there with Sammy, just like, where's he
like a
going?
tornado,
Yeah.
like a destructive force.
Right into the...
He just reminds me of like a mobster type of guy.
Oh, I could see that. Like
Yeah.
he's the enforcer, but he's also the head.
Samoan Mafia.
I could see that. Like Kingpin,
Ooh,
you
I
know.
love him.
Yeah, just...
or like Diamondback, but with a better backstory. Yeah.
Just really took
Better.
care
Well,
of... Oof.
for like with Luke Cage, I have
yeah.
a couple of issues with how they portrayed Diamondback in it. Yeah,
I'm
no,
interested to
I
hear your
liked,
thoughts
I
on
liked,
that.
no, oh, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Well, I think Joe can probably defeat all of them.
Yes,
Yes,
I can see that.
true.
Sent
He's a brick
Sammy
house.
right into the Titantron area, then Coquina clutched him to sleep.
Very
It's
rude
like-
and
it's
hard
like,
to watch.
"Shh, it's time to sleep now.
There were
pretty
a
much what
lot
happened.
of things this episode that were hard to watch. Like this was hard to watch for me.
Right.
And then
lot.
later on,
The ladies' match, there were a lot of moments where...
a lot of moments,
Yeah.
and then obviously the Festival of Friendship, which we'll get to.
We're about to get to that right now.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Las Vegas, Nevada, Monday Night Raw, February 13, 2017, which means it's a festival of friendship. Hit the music! We probably don't have music, but that's okay.
But if you want to play music, Jimbo, you can.
We're
All right, never
all
mind.
in
The
this
Festival of Friendship
together.
hits, and the ring is just decorated, adorned with many items that are covered. And Chris Jericho first reveals, actually, a bunch of Rockette-style women come out to the ring.
Showgirls.
Showgirls.
There you
Because it was Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
And there
Vegas,
were there were maple leaves, the Canadian leaf. Yeah, they
I
were
knew
around.
when they came out. I knew that Kevin Owens wasn't going to take the arm of one of those showgirls because he is so in love with his wife and so publicly in love with his wife that I knew it would be antithetical to his image to
Yep.
even touch one of those girls.
That's
And
pretty
he
much what
has his
happened.
wedding
I know.
all the
And he
time.
talked about having kids during the whole thing, and so Jericho first reveals artwork from a Guggenheim, which was $7,000.
Yeah,
That-
and
that
it was what, two figures intertwined, and then facing each other. It was
Very
golden.
Intimate.
It was very close.
$7,000.
And also, if that was a Guggenheim, it would be like at least $75,000.
Okay,
well, he said it was a Ralph Guggenheim.
I know I
So-
feel like that's a fakey Guggenheim,
it might be.
a Fugenheim.
Either way, when I hear the last name Guggenheim, I'm assuming there's money there.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a whole place called the Guggenheim.
Yeah, and then Jericho was dressed for the occasion,
Yes,
and like
he
his
was.
glittery scarf, matching glittery jacket,
And fedora.
glittery top. Oh, was it a fedora?
It was
top hat?
it was a
Yeah.
It was a
fedora.
Look,
glittery
the Guggenheim was lovely, but in my opinion, the best piece of artwork was the creation of Kevin.
Oh.
What is that really called, though?
The
That-
creation of Adam.
Man. Oh,
That's right,
I thought it was
okay.
man.
Oh, was it man? I thought it was creation of Adam.
It's probably Adam.
one of those.
I mean, you're probably right. Honestly, I'm very dumb.
But it was... You know how expensive a Guggenheim is. I don't. So there you go.
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
bank robber. Doesn't mean I.
Oh.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to talk about your alter ego.
That's the rule number 3.
yeah.
They have Guggenheims
Supposed
in
to talk
banks?
about
Have you seen Fight Club? Come on.
No, I live it.
it. Man.
You live that life, living the gimmick.
But yeah, for those that haven't seen it yet, the painting was, the creation of man or creation of Adam, whichever it is, where it has man sitting down and he's kind of lazily reaching out his finger.
Finger
and then God is like, which it's encompassed by a brain, like it looks like a brain, and he's reaching really hard trying to touch man's finger. So it was that, but Kevin Owens was man and Jericho was God in the brain.
I love that
is-
man's like, I'm sleepy. I can't reach you.
Yeah.
I can't.
Just fantastic. And then, of course, Friendship the Magician shows up and does some whack-ass magic, to which gets him on the list.
I understand that. That was bad magic.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was basic magic. I wouldn't call
It's
it.
cute.
Yeah.
He did like the flash paper and turned it into a rose.
Sure.
It's
Surprised
cute.
it worked.
It's a Craigslist magician. What are you gonna do?
And then plus he has all these cameras around. You know.
I mean,
It's
that is
cute.
stressful. That is stressful.
Yeah.
I
For
feel
sure.
bad for friendship now. I'm sorry, friendship.
I'm sure he doesn't take any offense. He then calls out Goldberg, and
money.
wow, is Bill Goldberg really in Vegas? No, even better, it's Gilbert.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
KO beats him up in about 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And then
It
the
was
meme
cute.
started rolling right after.
James Ellsworth and Gilbert, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I think Gilbert's got a couple years on him, just to guess.
Yeah.
Good for Gilbert,
Gilbert,
though,
hey.
staying in shape,
I know.
whatever shape he's in. You know?
He is in A shape.
Still putting those Speedos on. Why not?
Still doing it.
He put on clothes.
Yeah.
He really walked. He really went out there.
Sure did.
Took an elbow.
Sure did.
Good for him.
And so KO's not happy about it, and Jericho says, look, I just thought Gilbert was kind of funny, and I just want to thank you. You've always had my back. I'll always have yours for life. And I'll have your back at Fastlane. You're going to beat Goldberg.
For life.
For life.
Yeah.
KO gives him a hug and says, I got you a gift too. It's not as good as everything you got me, but Chris Jericho says, you got me a new list.
Oh.
We're like, oh,
Like he pulled it out of the
best
box.
friends.
And...
But as he lifts it up, we see the list of KO. And Chris says, wait, there's only one name on the list. And it's me.
Oh no.
Pow.
Oh jeez.
And then
Big
Heartbreak.
Jericho's history.
Heartbreak.
I mean, power bomb on the apron. Tossing
Yeah.
all
Sloppy
over.
power bomb on the
It
apron.
was a rough one.
It was
Yeah.
a haphazard one.
Getting hit with the list of KO.
Hit him with the list
Yes,
of
he
KO,
did.
and then the final destructive blow was slamming him right into the Festival of Friendship,
Like the screen that was set up in the middle of the
Jeritron
ring.
5000, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is for a
Face
man,
first.
especially a man of Jericho's age, to be vulnerable with another male like that?
Sure.
And for Kevin Owens to have taken advantage of that
Yes.
Yes.
and manipulated his feelings
How dare
as a
he.
true loving friend.
How dare he.
What a bad guy.
You know what was a tip off? The very fact that he was so quiet
Super quiet.
during
the whole time he was
entire
weird.
thing.
Yeah.
He was so quiet.
He was weird the whole time, and he's been weird for weeks. I mean, he's been weird. Every time that they're like friends, he's like, yeah, yes, yes.
It's like, yeah, we are. Of course we are.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing that I'm most sad about, it's not like we didn't expect this. This is Kevin Owens' MO. This is what he
Yeah.
does.
And-
He's
and
a
you know what?
best friend
You
destroyer.
lose him how you get him, and that's what it was.
Uh-huh.
You know, he was best friends with Sami Zayn, and then he screwed him over, and then Jericho was right there. So it's like, hey, yeah, we're good friends, and that's what it is. You lose him how you get him.
I didn't see it happening tonight at all. I thought this would go.
Yeah.
If they weren't going to fight at WrestleMania, I thought this was going to go way beyond Mania. Like I thought the friendship that was so good. That's why I love more questions than answers. What the hell did Triple H say to Kevin Owens,
Yeah.
and for what?
Yeah, but this was the right move, I think, because if you let something that's this good go on for too long, then people eventually you become numb to it.
Yeah, I see your point, and they do have their slow moments, but at the same time,
I mean, I'm gonna be sad not to see their relationship, but now we just get to see their relationship in a different light, which is exciting and cool.
and you got to believe this is going to be WrestleMania now, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it better be.
Jizz.
Yeah, I need some. There has to be some revenge.
Because of course they
Bring in
can't
some
fight
really good-
as friends at WrestleMania. So I mean, I just didn't expect to see it tonight. But wow,
I love some of these comments in a chat room. Jesus G. Fernandez Ramos. Tomorrow is literally the day that we celebrate love and friendship. Why, Owens? Why?
Oh, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And just think about like most of Raw was all set up to be like, hey, last September, remember when they were friends?
Yeah.
Remember last October?
Remember
when they were friends?
Remember when they were friends?
when Jericho was a thing?
Yeah.
No.
Remember?
But yeah, it happened. Sent him right through, and that wow,
remember.
that was a rough hit. It
We all remember.
was a rough hit. Moving on, if we ever can move on. Cesaro taking on Enzo. It didn't last very long. Massive European uppercut for the win.
First of all, you are really outnumbered by women right now.
Yes.
Can I just say, ladies?
And that's a wonderful thing. We're on a pro wrestling show with 3 women and 1 guy. And
This
I
is
love
very
that.
chill and cool. I must say, that's
Yes.
very chill and cool. But
Usually
I
it's
will
the other
be,
way around.
I will be a little digressive and say that Cesaro is made of marble.
Yes.
He has a beautiful, perfect soul.
Yes.
Okay.
He is gorgeous from head to toe.
And he's a great man.
And he's a great man, and he's a great wrestler, and he has the face of a 12-year-old. It doesn't make any sense.
He's Swiss.
I am amazed by him. And I feel like I'm the only one who feels this way every time I see him on screen. I never get jaded by his presence. I love him.
No, I know.
I mean, like, he's good. Like, I get it. It's too much for me to be this excited about it.
He's that. No. It's fine. That's great.
No, I get it.
Okay.
I get it, Markeia. Okay.
Used to do a couple of things with Kaori when she was like here with us, and she's a huge Cesaro fan.
Yeah.
Like, and he also remembers his super fans. Like, I remember we did a thing for Access, and he remembered her, and he was like, "Oh, you!" And she's like, "Ah, it's like me." It was the most cutest, gorgeous thing ever, and I loved it.
Absolutely was.
Yeah,
So,
but I loved Enzo's spiel that he had
oh no!
before.
And look,
Yeah.
Enzo.
Right.
What I love about him is he's like a comic. He's always writing. He's always trying to find clever things to say. He'll hit a town. All right, what's poignant in this town? All right, let me come up with some stuff. And that's the heart of creativity. That's why New Day had such a great run as tag team title holders, because they were every single week they were coming up with new stuff as a team.
Yeah.
And that's what great performers do, and Enzo's one of them for sure. You know, and then he gets Cass involved, which is always good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know you wanted to say a little something about the Rosa Parks
Yes, God.
tribute.
Oh yeah, because they're with Black History Month, and they're doing tributes to that, and and they're hitting the usuals, Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and the such. And I very much appreciate that they're doing that. It's the right time to do it, definitely, and it's always good to be educated. I just wish that they would go a little bit more outside of the main heavy hitters that we tend to hear about each year.
But sadly, a lot of people aren't even educated enough on the heavy hitters.
That is true.
That's the problem.
That is very true.
I'm with you, but that's the problem.
Yeah, but I think that since there have been a number of movies that have come out this year, they could have updated things just a little bit. Maybe talk about James Baldwin, since we have I'm Not Your Negro coming out. Well, it's out now. It came out February 3rd. It's an amazing documentary. Or like Hidden Figures, you have Katherine Johnson, one of the 3 women. One of the 3 women that they covered in Hidden Figures, for instance. So it's like there are other leaders that they could also do. I would like for them to, for the last there's 2 Mondays out of the month now. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if they focused on a little bit outside the box.
It could have been more thoughtful. It could have been more thoughtful.
Yeah.
I mean, heavy hitters, yes, and I love that they're doing it. Just a little bit outside of what we grew up with, because I feel like textbooks tend to cover the ones that we grew up with when they do cover.
Yeah.
So let's go outside the textbook.
How far back? I mean, is there anyone in mind that you think that would be a great one?
Besides the ones that I just said.
Oh, yes.
Well, besides them, of course. Yes.
Well, I want to say ones. Well, I'm saying I'm sticking with those 2 because those are ones that you can actually go out and see the movies for.
There
Like
you go.
you hear about it on Raw, and then it's like, oh, I want to see more. Here are these 2 major movies that I can go and see that.
Love
But yeah.
Beautiful.
Even I feel like it might have been like I would have probably appreciated seeing like some of the superstars speak of personal experience, as opposed to just like talking about like Harriet Tubman and stuff. Yeah, but they tried.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. It is February, and it's good to see as much as we can see about that. It's great. So now it's time for the main event, y'all. Charlotte and Bayley. Actually, Charlotte gets approached by Sasha Banks backstage, and she's like, if this was my company, I'd have you banned from the arena because you destroy morale because you're so feeble and weak. And Sasha's like, I'll take care of you again any place, anytime. And Charlotte says, you know what, you're just going to sit here and watch me do what I do best, and that's win. So moving on, after the commercial break, we have Bayley versus Charlotte. Anissa, I'm just going to go to you right now. Damn.
Yeah.
Did you see this coming? Honestly,
no, I didn't.
Charlotte just won the title back.
I called it before the match started.
I didn't.
And Jimbo
I didn't.
looked at me and he's like, ugh, are you kidding me, Rachel? And I was like, yeah, I am not kidding you, actually. Honey, I'm not kidding you.
Love it.
I was totally entertained by this. I was.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to be a Bayley fan.
Well, of course we all are. We all love Bayley.
Yeah, but Charlotte's Charlotte's the one though.
Sure.
Yeah, she's bringing the fire.
She's so
She most
good.
definitely is.
But
She's so
we
good.
did talk about this. Her hair, we thought it was rose gold.
I think that was just a 10 on
But
the
it was
screen,
just the
though.
TV, so
just
we're
the
just
TV.
saying.
Yeah. Charlotte, if you're listening, like your hair looked very good on our messed up TV. Rose gold, consider it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bailey's adorable, and I'm like, that match was brutal, and they both of them like put in. I would say put in 100%.
So
really.
many moments. There was the Bailey took her head whipped against the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And then the moonsault from the barricade on the outside where Charlotte's thigh just crashed down on top of the trapezius, almost kind of the neck area of Bailey. I mean, woo.
Trapezius.
I was so impressed when Bailey made that comeback. I was like, boy, she's really taking some shots.
Yeah. Okay, Selena asked me, do I think that this match was better than Sasha and Charlotte main event?
Which one?
I know, right? Because there's
I
so
know.
many. I choose
Probably
to go
the
with the
first
cage match with that one because I'm just gonna say that one and like no, it wasn't better than that.
Or even the
or
false
even-
count anywhere. The false count anywhere was pretty
False
great.
count anywhere was really
when
good.
when
The
she
way it
had her
won.
bent into the handrail.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's creative.
That was gorge.
I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for false count anywhere.
Sure.
I just have to say that Sasha and Charlotte, they just have a vocabulary with each other that it took a while for them to build up, and we're part of that story. So when you see Sasha and Charlotte go, I'm glad that they're resting that for a bit, and then next chapter with Charlotte and Bailey. But there's something about Sasha and Charlotte. I mean, that corkscrew moonsault that Charlotte would do on top of Sasha's suicide dives outside of a ring
Yeah.
onto Charlotte, and it's just
It's scary.
I mean, Sasha doing a Spider-Man off the side of the Yes, Sasha and Charlotte are a better main event right now than Bailey, Charlotte are to me.
But I also
that's
fear
because
for
it just hasn't built up yet.
I also
it hasn't
fear
built
for
up enough.
Sasha's long-term safety every time
Oh,
she
right.
wrestles
She's
Charlotte.
she hurts herself. She
Yeah.
she throws
Yeah.
herself into it, but Bailey does it too.
Right?
Yeah, she does.
Tonight was a good
She's
example.
just got a little bit more
is.
like human to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's reachable. She's relatable. She's right there. She's us.
Well, that's why I
she's friends.
really dig her. Is I mean, beyond just her being able to take what she takes and make it look easy and fine. I believe everything that she's doing. Like every spot that she hits is like that's the last spot of her entire life, and it means everything to her.
Right.
And I dig it so much. And also, can we talk about that crutch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as you know what? As the
we'll get
ladies who have the same body parts as Charlotte,
What's up?
you can gladly talk about the crutch.
We watched this on replay
Like a few times,
times.
I
And
thought she hit her in the neck.
no,
I
the
was
very
like-
first time.
Well, yeah, for the first time, I thought she hit her in the neck, and I was like,
No.
all right, I like it. But
Yeah, we're talking about when Sasha was involved in the match. This is very close to the end, and she comes out with her crutch, and
Charlotte was doing that figure four bridge.
yeah, she was in the bridge. She had Bailey this close to tapping out,
I'm so
and then
holding my boob.
oh man, and then Sasha clocks her in the left boob
Okay, but not just
with
the
the
boob.
crutch.
Center boob.
Yeah, just boom, and it was the boob hit heard around the world.
Oh, goodness me.
It was
Wow.
interesting when the match began. I don't know who one of you two said, "Wow, Charlotte looks like she's wearing some Game of Thrones gear.
Yeah,
Maybe
it is,
that's
yeah.
why, because
Yeah.
it protects."
Doesn't protect enough.
Not enough.
No,
No.
that's
Not
not
enough.
Kevlar like Reigns. you
Even
know?
if it was Kevlar, that doesn't
Oh.
matter. That's not a bullet. That is just.
I mean, granted, a crutch does have the padding that goes under the arm.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's a figure
I'm
eight.
just putting it out there.
If somebody throws a roll of toilet paper at your boob, it hurts.
I'm just saying,
sensitive
as a
boob.
physical therapist who's instructed with people with crutches many times, it does have a soft thing on the top, which helps a little.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
like
as
the
a
angle.
human with boobs.
I know. I'm just saying.
Man.
They're professionals. That's why they do what they do. But wow.
Yeah.
I think she meant to hit a little bit higher.
It's like if that was a mountain, that would have been avalanche inducing.
My mom is
Yeah.
calling me.
Oh,
guys
hi,
are nice.
Mrs. Sam Evans.
That's my mom and dad. They're pretty cute, right?
That's adorbs.
Yeah, they're really cute. But yeah, that's terrible. I hate that. I mean,
She's
but
gonna have a lot of bruising.
bruising.
Yeah, that's gonna be some
bruising. Well, she won't be able to feel her boob. Not at all.
Oh, if she's lucky.
Well, look,
If
I'm
she's
hoping
lucky.
that neither one of them are hurt. Because I'll be honest, after the moonsault, I thought
she's
Bailey was.
fine.
Right?
And the shot to the head. I mean,
Yeah,
good.
there was a moonsault off the that Charlotte did off the barricade onto it looked like Bailey's neck.
Yes. Yeah.
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 It was
Oh.
solid.
Ooh.
But
That
Bailey
was a
makes the
thigh.
comeback. You know, she made the
Yeah.
comeback, the springboard elbow, followed by the Macho Man elbow. Then Dana Brooke, who we haven't seen in months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was just
Yeah.
like,
She looked good.
She looked different. She had a
She
hair
looked
thing
different.
going
yeah,
on.
she was at the same spot with Emelina, just chilling, hanging
Just
out.
yeah, and they're just looking good
Emelina.
together.
Maybe Emelina's now Dana Brooke. That's the makeover.
Oh my goodness.
heard
Maybe
it
maybe they've always been the same person.
You heard it here first, guys.
I would have liked that better than what happened earlier.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, so would I. That'd be crazy.
they were
That'll be
best.
wacko.
They were best friends. Maybe it was one person the whole time.
Ooh.
But like legitimately.
Can we talk about that
It was
that
Fight
whiplash? That whiplash hit to the back of Bailey's
That's
head
the one.
on the turnbuckle.
No.
I mean, all of these, yeah.
She was checking to
These
see
look
if she was
stacked up.
bleeding for real.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't get a hand squeeze because I was like, that's a hurtness.
Yeah.
It's a massive headache.
So Dana Brooke hits the ring. She tries to interfere. She does affect a little bit, but Bailey still locks in the figure 4. Dana rakes her eyes, and then Charlotte locks in the figure 8. Sasha comes down, whacks Dana Brooke with the crutch, and then the aforementioned with the
The boob hit?
yeah.
Yeah.
That,
You can say boob.
that, and then
Say
a
it.
well, no.
No, don't. He's fun, Dad.
I know he's fun, Dad.
And
He
then
doesn't want
the
to say
Bailey
it.
to belly for the win. And I gotta be honest, I was shocked. Didn't see it coming.
That belly though. I know it's Bailey belly, but that belly
Bailey to
was
Bailey to belly.
really good.
No, it was fantastic. And I'm just, to me, I've been saying for months, like, I think what we want to see is Bailey have the long ascension to the top, and maybe it culminates at WrestleMania, but maybe it goes even longer. Well, I was wrong.
I mean, it's been. Well, wait, look at me.
Nope,
Okay.
stop it.
No.
I feel like it's been a long time. I feel like it's been almost a year since Bailey's been up.
Yeah, but she hasn't been chasing. She's kind of been floating around.
She's been chasing, I think, to the best of her ability.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
she's
just-
a nicey nice.
I'm just shocked by this.
she is
WrestleMania,
also-
if you're going to have a moment or a change at WrestleMania, it's generally the heel finally relinquishing the title.
Yeah, but think about all of the champions right now. Who are holding who's holding the belts right now?
Kevin Owens,
Uh huh.
Bray Wyatt, Chris Jericho. IC title is, come on, Bray.
It's on SmackDown. I see.
Yeah, but he's just listing
Dean
all of them.
Ambrose.
That's right. Dean Ambrose is now, so,
So how many faces we got there?
well, Dean.
I mean,
Yeah, he's a face.
yeah, but we
Oh,
needed on
tag-
Raw specifically
Tag
though.
titles
Oh, you
are heels.
just talking about Raw.
Heels.
Just talking about Raw.
SmackDown.
No, but like also all of them. We need a face. She
Yeah.
needed that.
Guess you're
They
right.
couldn't have. Yeah, we needed that. The kids, Johnny, the
about the
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Something that I like that you said earlier, though, Rachel, is that this was a whole lot of attitude era
It was
within this.
It was. There was
Goodness,
more
I think it's
pyro
really
tonight
fun.
than I've seen in a really long time, and also just more gratuitous
It's like modern day.
tools. Well, yeah, I mean, there's padding on the things now. Like, there's not. They're not blading, but they're doing everything in their power to make it look ouchy ouch.
I mean, Festival of Friendship, you need pyro. Come on.
Yes, that was a lot of pyro. But that's how much pyro used to be, like 2002 opening of Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and now it's
Good time.
So, Anissa, what are your thoughts? Bailey's the new champ.
Yeah.
I didn't cry. I was surprised because I did cry when Naomi won the championship.
Neither did Bailey, really.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
surprised about
Sasha
that.
did.
But
Yeah, when
you
Sasha
know
won
what?
it the first time.
I love Bailey to death, but I think it's too soon.
Yeah. I mean, we got to be thinking triple threat WrestleMania now, right?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Because what else?
It's
What else indeed?
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Nia Jax, though, too.
Yeah, she's in there. She's in there. She's still going after Sasha.
Fatal four.
Well,
You know how WrestleMania
could
loves to
do
get people
that.
on the card.
They could do that.
Okay.
Well, there is a rumor going on that they might do women currently in a match versus women who used to from back then.
Oh, they're gonna
Like
take
a
it back
women
to like.
revolution type of thing. They're trying to do something.
Yeah.
like that.
Well, which WrestleMania?
She
did they
did
do
mention
that?
Lita.
Did they do that?
and
31?
Stratus.
No, well, not women, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, WrestleMania 25. When they had
Wait a
everybody on
second.
it. But
Wait
no.
a second.
Yes.
Really? Because Bailey mentioned Lita and Trish Stratus
She
in
sure
the
did.
episode tonight.
Okay,
She
so
sure did.
Okay, but like, what if Sasha and Bailey were tag team against Lita and Trish Stratus? Hey, she's what? I'm just picking
wait,
that.
wait, wait,
You know
I
what? I
like
mean,
it.
wait,
What
the
is
reason
Charlotte?
why- the reason why I'm saying this is
like
because Christy did report.
I like it.
Reported
I would
on
watch.
Wrestling News on Lillian Garcia's podcast.
what'd she say?
She said that there's a rumor going on that the women of today are now may or may not face the women from back then because it's whole Divas Revolution, just like Mickie James mentioned.
Don't say Divas Revolution.
So what is Charlotte going to do then? What is
Thank
Charlotte going
you.
to do at WrestleMania?
Don't
Party.
know. It's just a rumor. This is
Look,
Maybe relax for one day for the like in her entire life.
I understand. I like the idea of it, but if it's like a passing of the torch situation, it's already been done. I mean, the current women, and I have all the respect in the world for the previous generation, whether it's Lita and Trish, and moving on into Mickey and Melina, and Beth Phoenix, and they're all amazing in their own right. I don't think there needs to be a passing of the torch. These women are already doing their thing. They're already, Elimination Chamber. All 3 women's matches destroyed it.
Yeah, but why don't we get that with? See, I don't agree with you because why don't we get that with women where we get it with men?
What do you mean?
Like, why don't we get a passing of the torch like we do with Taker with Charlotte
Okay.
or with Bailey? Like,
Fair
I would
point.
like to see that.
I'd rather see a title match.
Sure, I would, but
It's like also bring that
they
that
can
old
still
school
throw it
flavor in with it, because then it's also like when you have those old school wrestlers come on, it's passing of the torch, but it's like also, hey, I give my permission for this. This is cool with me. What's the terms that I'm trying to?
I mean,
say
maybe
here?
it is going to be a thing. Maybe like Mickey will join forces with maybe it'll become a massive 5-on-5. I don't know. I just know that in the past, that's all we'd ever have at WrestleMania was one women's match with 12 of them.
Well, that's I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
They
Not
have
that.
enough women now that they could do both. They could have like a gauntlet where it's Nia Jax, Bailey, Charlotte, and maybe one more
I don't
girl
see that.
for the title, and then a tag match with like old school.
If they
versus
do
new
that,
school.
then they better do ladders.
Apparently, Kelly was at Raw tonight.
You're asking for everything, and
Am I,
cherry
or
on
am I
top.
asking for
See,
enough?
I
I'm not
wanna
gonna
see
give
that.
the ladies a ladder match yet,
Why?
because it's not yet. Especially if they always do a ladder match with the IC guys at WrestleMania, so they're not gonna have 2.
I was really sad that Nia Jax didn't come out at the Rumble.
Oh, Canary Productions with a good
too.
idea. How about this one? 4 horsewomen versus Lita, Victoria, Mickey, and Trish. Wow.
That's a cluster though.
It's a bit of a cluster.
Yeah, but they deserve more than that.
I agree.
No, I want to see Beth Phoenix.
Wait, you just say you like the passing of the torch moment?
I do, but that's not a passing of
you
the
just want a
torch
2-on-2.
moment. I want a one-on-one is what I want.
With who?
I would love to see Lita versus Bailey.
Okay.
That would be cool and chill to me. And I would love to see Trish Stratus versus Dana Brooke for some reason.
I think
That's
that
what
would
I'm
work.
feeling.
And Trish just had her baby, so she could bounce right back in.
If
And-
Trish Stratus
fine.
comes
She
back,
did
she ain't
just have a
wrestling
baby.
Dana Brooke.
I know. But
See,
that's the only thing that
point.
makes sense
No,
to
Trish
me.
Stratus
That's the
versus
problem
Charlotte.
right there.
Yeah.
If Trish came back and wrestled Dana Brooke, it would raise Dana Brooke's level
Agreed.
so high.
But they're not
Yeah,
going
but
to do that.
I'm chill
Why
with
not,
that.
though? That's where this whole passing the torch would come in handy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's true.
Or we
It's
could
good
have-
conversation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I said-
Fantasy booking.
I was thrilled watching Elimination Chamber. All 3 women's matches were phenomenal, especially Nikki and Natty. I cannot wait to see that match. Made me want to see more of them. They both, gosh, all 3 women's matches were great. And so, I think the more feuding we get leading up to WrestleMania on the Raw side, right now the women's division is kind of, there's not as much going on.
We need Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but she's so dominant in NXT.
Give me Asuka.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but we
Who's
could
gonna take the title?
But we could have her for WrestleMania, and then she goes back.
Maybe.
And that's it. We just have her for that. We have her beat up on Charlotte. We have her beat up on
There's only
Charlotte.
here's something I'd like to. If we're gonna go NXT for a minute, what I would love to see at NXT is eventually all of Sanity take the titles.
No.
A huge takeover. Tag team. Eric Young wins the NXT Championship, and Nikki Cross wins the women's championship. Now,
But she's not all that good.
I think Nikki's a pretty good wrestler.
Is she?
Yeah, she's
okay,
a badass.
okay.
Now,
Maybe I need
granted,
to look more
the
into
next
her.
in line's probably Ember Moon, but she's.
Oh yes.
Amazing.
Can we have Ember Moon? We claim her.
I'd like her
We
a
claim
lot.
her.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
We
mean,
claim
Ember
her.
Moon might be the person that you see jump to the main roster before even winning a title in NXT.
You think?
Maybe. You never know.
I would be okay with that.
But no, because then
would
she'd
be
be a
okay.
jobber.
She wouldn't.
No.
I think she would.
No.
I think if she didn't, I think she needs to build. Think she's not a champion in my eyes right now.
No, I mean,
she's perfect, and I love her.
There's not much of a character there, you know.
There is. It's weird because there is, but like, we need to see her as champion. I think.
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Either way, this is it's fun stuff to talk about. The fact that there's so many talented women involved, and that we might get hopefully a record number of women's matches this WrestleMania. So.
Or WrestleMania, they finally have the women's tag team.
Or they could just
Interesting.
do
They're finally like, hey,
next day.
here's the women's tag team belt.
I mean, they
Fight
are,
amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Awesome.
I
And a
just
ladder
hope they
match.
get put on the main card and they don't get stuck in the pre-show.
Yeah, I mean, I would just love to
Especially
have.
after 3 top-notch matches at the pay-per-view killed it,
Yes.
and then they get demoted back to the pre-show. That'll just be terrible.
I also think though they learned from last year. WrestleMania was too long last year, and they have to learn from that. It was. By the time Reigns and Triple H came around, everybody was exhausted due to no fault. It was just too long.
Yeah.
So I think they learned that they really have to be careful how long the card is
Right.
from pre-show to finish.
Only 2.5 bathroom breaks. 3 is too long.
It's tough. I mean, it's a tough thing to do because you want everyone to get involved, but at the same time, you can't have, including the pre-show, a 7-hour WrestleMania or whatever it was. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep at wrestling events before.
Really?
Yeah.
I
yes.
fall asleep. I mean, I fall asleep in public quite often.
I'm almost sleeping right
Dad.
now.
Yeah.
I'm 2 shakes away from
Yeah.
a good nap.
I've gotten tired on camera before, for sure. When,
Oh man, I'm
when I
like
was-
fired up right now.
No, I'm fired up now. I'm just saying I
yeah.
have gotten really tired on camera before after a long
Wait,
day.
y'all
Oh,
don't
okay.
just wake up tired?
Oh, well, I'm a night owl.
Oh, I do.
So
I don't sleep much, so yeah, of course I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm a
Okay.
night owl, but I naturally get up at 7:30 in the morning, no matter what time I go to sleep.
Well, okay then.
I mean, I have to wake up at 6, so I don't know what you're a freaky lady.
Snarl every week on YouTube.
Yes, www.youtube.com.
/
What?
Snarled. I finished the plug. Anyways, hell of an episode we had here. It was really fun
Yeah.
talking to everything with all you ladies, and it was a hell of an episode of Raw, and we're very excited for the following 6 weeks leading up to Mania. Anissa Barr, put yourself over.
I am the wrestling intern here at AfterBuzz. You can follow me at Anissa Barr X or Anissa Barr on Instagram.
Hey!
Yay!
Rachel Sam Evans!
Yes, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. Again, that depends on how your brain works. Also, if you guys like WWE 2K17, the video game, I played with Austin or Xavier Woods on my channel, Snarled. So you can check that out. I was also on his channel, Up, Down, Down.
Wait, you were? I was going to ask you, did he put you on?
Oh yeah, of course.
Girl.
Oh, of course. Where we did
I want to
a-
battle him
If we had beef,
so hard.
Actually, he'd kill me. Forget it.
Yeah, no, he murder you. Yeah, so I'm not gonna spoil who won for 2K17, but I will say it was me. Yeah, it's they're really great and fun and cool. And we also talk about the Goofy movie in another video if that is something that you're into.
I love it.
very cute.
Snarled.
Real quick, happy birthday shout out to one of the funniest people we've ever had in chat roll. Really love this guy's sense of humor. He gets it. Mansoor Melancholy. I never say it right. Mansoor?
Monsieur.
Mansoor Melancholy. Happy 27th this Saturday, Markeia McCarty.
Yes, you can catch me on Marvel Movie News on Popcorn Talk tomorrow at 11, and it'll be Valentine's Day, so we're probably going to do something fun, so you might want to tune into that. And then if you like live comedy, my group, Doctor Who Live, will be at Long Beach Comic Con this weekend.
That's right.
Will be Saturday, I believe our show starts at 3:30 at Long Beach Comic Con, so if you are going to be there, then, come hang out with us and enjoy the show. It's an improvised episode of Doctor Who. Never before seen, never to be seen again.
That is
so,
dope.
Yeah, you might as well see it. Yeah, we've been a group together for about 4.5 years, so it's a solid show. I'm proud of it.
Of course, Ty Matthews still...
And you can see me on
sorry.
Instagram and Twitter at Markeia McCarty. That's MarkeiaMcCarty.
That's right. Ty Matthews still gallivanting all over the UK. Follow him at Ty Matthews PMA. Wrestling Compadre Slamcast at Fox Compadres. We have another great episode coming up this week on Fox Sports. Also, shout out to Flag and Anthem for the gear. Make sure you go to flagandanthem.com if you're looking for some cool swag at a reasonable price. They're awesome. And let's see, go to jlocomedy.com at Loquasto, Irvine Improv on Valentine's night, Hollywood Improv Thursday, and still working on the comedy album. Recorded some really fun stuff in studio this week. So when I start plugging it, I'd appreciate all the support because I need it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you for listening. Jimbo in the booth. Shout out to him. You find him on Twitter at
Jimbo in the booth.
Jimbo in the booth. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.